Okay, it's 11 o'clock, so we're going to get started. My name's Adam Riemer, and this session is Are Your Affiliates Adding Value? So we do have a feature here at Affiliate Summit now where you can text 377422 and your message to 22333, and that'll actually put your question anonymously up on the screen. Oh, thank you. Yay. Or what you're also able to do is you can use the microphone in the middle of the room if you would like to ask a question that way. You can also tweet at Affiliate Summit 377442, and that will put your message up onto the screen. And you could also submit it at http://pollev.com. Okay. So are your affiliates adding value? We're going to cover traffic patterns, coupon sites, trademark bidders, adware, managers and OPMs, cashback and loyalty sites, self-shoppers, and how it may affect your SEO efforts. With the traffic patterns and coupon sites, so affiliates are supposed to have their own traffic. If you want a value-adding program, some people don't. But in a pure value-adding program, the affiliates need to have independent traffic of your own. And what that means is they shouldn't rely on your website. If you write to an affiliate, hey, I'd like you to promote me, and they say, well, you don't have enough traffic. Well, why would we be sending our traffic to you? You should be sending traffic to us. You're the affiliate, and you're the one who's supposed to be sending us new customers and your own traffic, not the other way around. I don't want to send my customers to you to be tagged and sent back to me. So one way to see this, if it's happening as well, is by looking at if the affiliate sales match your own site sales. And what I mean by that is if you're having a sale or you have a large increase in sales, and all of a sudden your affiliates all have a large increase in sales, or certain affiliates have a large increase in sales, that could mean that some of those affiliates are potentially taking traffic from you and they are just taking your current customers. It could happen from a coupon code box being in your checkout process, so as more customers come and you grow, well, the coupon sites that show up for your trademarks in Google, they could be showing up, and that could be taking some of your customers from you as well. But they are sending them back to you, and that is part of some people's program goals, so that's why you have to define your own goals in the beginning. So what you can do is you can test to see if this is happening with some coupon sites. And one test is to remove the coupon code box from your checkout process. One thing you could do if you do want to offer coupons still is to use specific URLs that will generate a coupon code box. So you would do mydomain.com /promo1 or something, and every time that URL is used, a coupon code box will appear in the checkout process. And that way you can use it for newsletters and different things like that. If you don't want them to have to type it in, you could use pearls or the personalized URLs and different things like that to help ensure that the coupon code box will show up. And if their traffic remains the same, and when you do this without the coupon code box, they are actually still sending you unique visitors and traffic for the most part. Another thing you can do is you can place your own coupons right next to your own coupon code box. This does divert a lot of traffic from leaving, and that way you keep the sales going through your site, you keep them on your site, and you don't have to pay a commission on it, you don't have to pay a network fee on it, and that's because they're not leaving your site anymore. You can also use multiple cookies. Some of the networks do have this technology available for you to use. And what happens is they place, so if one affiliate, a content site or a blog, or someone else sends you a visitor, they're tagged with one affiliate cookie. Instead of replacing that, if another click happens, the second affiliate cookie will be placed, and that way you can see where it came from. You can also keep your affiliate cookie with your PPC cookie or your email cookie or whatever other tracking mechanism you're using, and that way you can see if there is poaching or cannibalizing of sales because of a coupon code box or people leaving your site to find coupons. Okay? One thing you can also do is if you're going to have like a giant, like Nordstrom's has the annual sale and the semi-annual sale, and everyone knows about them and goes crazy for them. So as Nordstrom's is preparing, they get this huge spike in traffic and sales. Well, what you can do to see if your affiliates are actually taking from that sale instead is you can actually offer that same sale without telling any of your customers 2 or 3 weeks beforehand, give the same exact huge discounts, the same exact brands, and that way if your affiliates can drive this giant volume, they have their own unique traffic and independent traffic, and they are driving new customers and adding value to your program. However, certain niches like pool supplies, for example, They are a very seasonal type of merchant. Most of their sales more than likely come during the summer. So summer and pool type of sites, they are going to follow the pattern regardless. So that isn't really a purely valid test. One thing you can also do, if it turns out that if, some of these types of sites are taking sales from you and poaching off of your coupon code box, what you can negotiate with them is space in their newsletters. You can ask for category space. You can also ask for homepage exposure, and you can work on deals. A lot of the coupon sites will work with you. One major issue a lot of them have is merchants aren't as responsive as they'd like. So if you respond with them and you're friendly with them, they will come back to you. Now, I would like you to also, if you want after this, go to adamriemer.me, and I have a post called Coupon Sites Are Not Your Enemy. There wasn't enough time in the presentation to put down the good things about coupon sites and how you could work with them and add a ton of value, because coupon sites really do add a lot of value to your program if you work with them correctly. Trademark bidders. So there's the bad. What a trademark bidder is, it's somebody who's bidding on your domain name or on your trademark, okay? Bidding on your, and what that does is it's not adding value to you in a way that this is already a customer of yours. If they're bidding on your domain name, it was somebody that already knew about your website and was going to your website. So they are a customer, and this affiliate's just bidding on your current customers and sending them to you for a very cheap cost per click. So as the person gets there, they would have found you anyways. So that's kind of bad that they would be taking somebody that already knows about you. One situation where that isn't such a bad thing is if you have a unique name versus a general name. A unique name is your customer. If you're like bluewidgetsxyz.com, people aren't really going to know that. I mean, that's very unique to you. But if your company name is Christmas gifts or it's liquidation or something like that, it's very general, and everybody's going to be bidding on those terms. So by allowing affiliates to bid on your trademarks, if you have a general name, you can actually increase your exposure on these ads where everyone else is going. And they're still more than likely going to bid on christmasgifts.com because of a broad match. So trademark bidding can actually be good for you in that scenario. But what you also want to do is make sure that they don't direct link to your site, because if they're linking to your site off of your trademark, then you can't actually bid on that space. So you actually lose that ad space as well. Bidding on your domain plus modifiers. This is when somebody bids on yourdomain.com plus coupon, or plus coupons, or plus coupon codes. It's somebody that's already on your site, that left your site, and is now just looking to save. So this person's going to leave, and all of a sudden the affiliate's going to tag them with a cookie. Now, instead of just giving the discount from the coupon, you're going to lose a bit more margin with the affiliate commission as well as the network fees. If you have a manager or an outsourced management company, you're also going to lose a little bit more margin on that. So that's why modifiers on the trademarks can be a bad thing. And we just covered direct linking, where that hogs up most of the ad space, and you can't actually bid on your own trademarks if somebody's direct linking to you. So then there's the good, which is more coverage on your general names, and you could block your competitors. By having 10 affiliates bid on your trademarks for a general or your own, if you find out you're getting completely pummeled by competition, you only have one ad, but your affiliates are bidding on your trademarks too and linking to their own sites and then to you, now you've blocked your competitors from being able to bid on your trademarks, and you can keep your customers. So there is some good to regular trademark bidding as well, and even on the modifiers. So adware. My opinion is definitely that adware is not a good thing for your program, but there is a little bit of good. Adware can show over your competitors' sites and push people to your websites, but that's a questionable good. It could result in a lawsuit against you. It could result in charges. There's a current lawsuit out there right now which could define this as wire fraud if a click is forced over the site. We're waiting to see what happens with that. So showing over a competitor's site could be good because you get that competitor's traffic coming to your site instead. The bad is you can get a lawsuit from it. A lot of these sites over the years that had used adware will put their brand in front of the end user, and that developed very large communities. So even though the adware may have the potential to poach a sale from you, they do have communities of hundreds of thousands of people that could be valid shoppers for you and could come to your site and could really drive a ton of sales. So there is a little bit of good. One other potentially good thing is that some applications will modify Google and Ask and Yahoo's search results. And what happens with that is if you type in a general product like blue widgets and you have a relationship with that adware affiliate, it will show the save cash back if you shop at this store. So even if you're in the 10th search engine position, it will show an ad there and say, click here to save cash back. If the 9 above you don't have that, then guess what? They're probably going to skip down in that 10th position's going to get the sale instead and going to get the click-through. At the same time, if someone does a search for your trademark, that adware may have the potential to place their brand over your own search engine rankings as well and take credit for all of your natural traffic for the computers that it's on. So the bad about adware. Adware can have the potential to show ads over your own site. No matter how the person gets to your website, whether it's through your own newsletters, whether it's through your pay-per-click campaigns, whether it's through SEO, through whatever channel you're using, comparison shopping engines, it can have the potential to poach that customer, set a cookie, and take credit for sales it did not earn. So now you've paid to bring that person, you're paying margin for people to process an order, and you're paying an affiliate commission, a network fee, management fees if you have one, a manager, a lot of fees for it. And we cover the other channels and lawsuits. I'd like to take a quick second to show you what adware looks like in 4 different forms. I have gone and I specifically requested, this is from affiliatefairplay.com. Kelly Stevens has shot this video for us. I did request that all affiliate IDs, URLs, and brands are removed because this is about how adware can affect your program and how it can affect other affiliates and not about singling out a specific affiliate. So let's see. Should open in a second. Are there any questions so far while we wait for the video to open up?
Can you out these people who are doing this at the end?
No. This session's about adding value to the program, or are they adding value? It's not about adding who may be using this type of behavior, who could be doing this, and if they're in your program. You can find different companies out there like Affiliate Fair Play that will help you with this and show you examples, but this session is not to bash anyone in particular or a specific company or organization. I will tell you that all of the applications you are going to see are at this show. So, okay.
In this video, we will look at examples of how some affiliates using software technology generate affiliate commissions for the purposes of assessing the value added to the affiliate program. Software technologies can vary greatly, and these are just a few of the possible ways affiliate sales are generated, but they reflect some of the more common behaviors currently used. As requested, we have obscured the particular affiliate in each video. This has been done to focus on the assessment of the value brought to the affiliate program instead of particular individual affiliates. In our first example, we'll see how applications can interact with merchants' own paid search listings. This software is from a cashback affiliate. We should note, in this particular instance, the software was installed bundled with other free software, and we were not a member of the cashback site. Still, the software behaved as seen here, even though we were not a member. The behavior seen in this example is also allowed by several networks, so the affiliate is violating no network terms of service. With the software installed on our computer, we're going to go to Google and do a search to find a merchant's paid search listing. Just for ease of demonstration, we'll search for the merchant's name. You'll also see down here in the first search position an icon, and we're going to talk more about that in the next demonstration. So we'll click on the merchant's paid search, and then we'll see as soon as we come to the merchant's website, 2 things have happened. First is a toolbar at the top of the merchant's website saying that we can earn a rebate on our purchase. To click here to save now. And then we have a pop-up screen which is blocking our access to the merchant's website, and again saying that we can get a rebate and to click the button if we want that. So we'll go ahead and click that button. as most end users would probably do. And you'll see that it's redirecting through the affiliate's website. And at that point, it is setting their affiliate tracking link. And then we'll redirect it back to the merchant site. My visit to the site has now been tagged as both the paid search channel and the affiliate channel. And the merchant would pay both search and affiliate commissions. In our next example, we'll take a closer look at how some applications...
If anybody has a question about any of these applications or what actually happened, we did actually leave a little bit of a pause space in between each, so I can't answer the question. Text or just raise your hand or use the microphone in the middle of the room, and we could review what happened or go over it again. Okay?
Applications are interacting with merchants' own paid search listings, as well as altering the listings in search engines. In this example, the affiliate again has a cashback site. As briefly seen in our first example, this affiliate will insert their icons for the natural search listings for the merchants they partner with. This draws the consumer to the listings the affiliate may profit from. I have noticed an increase in applications exhibiting this particular behavior over the last couple of years. While some networks' terms of service seem to prohibit affiliates from altering the content of another site, in practice I have seen these affiliates operating freely on major networks. So we're going to go to Google and do a generic search term for a product this time. These applications will also work on some of the other search engines like Bing and Yahoo, and some of them even Ask.com, and it really just depends on the particular application involved. So we'll do our search, and we'll scroll down into our listings here past the paid advertising, and we'll come to 3 listings that have an icon for the affiliate placed right before the search result. All of these search results are merchants that partner with the affiliate. So if we go ahead and click on that search listing, we'll see first of all that the merchant site just doesn't go ahead and load, and instead we get a message saying that we could be earning cash back on this purchase. And we need to click that button to go ahead and continue to the merchant site. And not only does it allow the consumer to access the merchant site, but it redirects through the affiliate and their affiliate link before the site loads. So at this point, the traffic is now tracked as affiliate traffic and a potential affiliate commission, as well as from the merchant's own natural search. Once we get on the merchant site, then we see a second message saying that there are coupons available, and to click the button if we want to see the coupons. This is a little bit different than just the rebate. So if we click on that button then to try to save more money as a consumer, a new tab opens bringing us to the affiliate's website, and as you can see, actually there's no actual coupons for this particular merchant.
Are there any questions about this one? Asif? The customer, I believe, is registered in this example. It was the example before where they weren't an actual member of the site. So in this one, I believe they are a member of this particular site with the download. The issue was it prompted you saying that there were coupons available, but there were actually no coupons there, which could be seen as a negative experience for the customers for that particular merchant. Are there any other questions on this one?
In our next 2 examples, we'll look at the 2 most common ways some applications interact with traffic coming directly to the merchant site. In this example, the affiliate has an incentive site where consumers can earn money for their chosen charity. I have seen this particular application bundled with other free software. This software will automatically redirect the browser to the affiliate link. That is, the end user doesn't actually click on the affiliate link. Some networks consider this type of auto redirection compliant with their terms of service as long as the end user has clicked previously agreeing to install the software. The affirmative action by the end user is not individual clicks prior to an affiliate link being set, but rather a once-op click to install the software. In this example, we're going to go to the merchant's website by just directly typing in the merchant's domain into our browser. As soon as we arrive to the merchant's website, you're going to see that we have a message displayed saying that we are supporting our charity. You'll notice that this particular software does not show any type of toolbar to the end user. Prior to arriving to the merchant site, even though you can't see it, the browser has been redirected to the affiliate link. At this point, the affiliate would be earning a commission on the sale. The traffic to this merchant would be credited as both an affiliate sale and direct type-in of the browser to the merchant.
Are there any questions about what happened in this one?
Not all software will automatically redirect an affiliate link for traffic or...
Yeah. Well, it really depends on the goal of your program. What you may have found or not have found out is that, like, I have my own affiliate sites and I don't push programs that work with this type of thing. They're all content sites and add value. So if I would see that you have relationships with certain applications like this, you would instantly be removed from my sites and you just would not get the actual added value. What you can do is actually measure. We could talk about it a little bit later, but you can actually measure where the sales are coming from, how they were set, and how cookies were set on the site, and determine if they're actually sending you new customers, if it's the adware, or if it's them showing up for your domain name in the search engines, or if it's legitimate sales from them giving you extra exposure. So you can actually measure that. Then what you can do is make the decision, is this affiliate right for me? Because I know that maybe 80% of the sales are value add, or only 10% of the sales are actual value added sales. Are those 10% of the sales worth alienating other sites that will never show up for your trademarks and will send you traffic and will send you sales on their own? It's just a business decision that you'll have to make, and you'll have to test how are the sales actually being generated by this affiliate. Is it their adware? Is it showing up in the SERPs? Is it trademark bidding? Or is it showing up in the SERPs over your actual search engine positions, as we saw in one of the examples, because they entice over your own trademark. They'll show their brand. Does that answer your question? Okay. Well, you can ask a different way if I didn't get it. Oh, okay. So, any other questions on that one? Okay. Yeah?
So, could the argument be made, though, that this is consumer-driven and that they want the cash back, that they want the reminders, and that that's the additional added value that these are supposedly driving to merchants? What should a merchant say to that?
Well, you know, that is the end user's decision if they want it, but the merchant also has to realize that they're also eating into their own margins. There are also a ton of cashback sites out there that do not use this type of behavior and do not use adware. One of them here is, I'm just going to say her site name because you know what, it's an incredible site. It's sunshinerewards.com. They use no adware, and they are a wonderful cashback site and community that you can go to. And yes, I have referred, customer said, well, why isn't this working? I came from this site. I just signed up with them today. It turned out they found them in the search engines when they did so they typed in the client's name. They went in and they saw that an adware company was showing up in the #2 spot for the merchant's name. So they instantly wanted to get cash back first. Well, that site is not partnered with my client. And I was like, well, guess what? You're not going to be able to earn it here, but you can earn it with, and I referred them over to Sunshine Rewards. So there are ways to help your customers still be able to get their cash back and not have to have anything potentially poached by the adware application. And the reason I keep saying potentially or maybe or has the ability to is they can actually shut this off instantly. Many of the applications, oh, here's another thing for you. A lot of the applications can actually remove you from the applications, but it's up to you to download the adware onto your computer to see if it's still acting and reacting on your website. But many of them will remove you if you ask them to. So, are there any other questions? Okay.
Arriving directly to the merchant's website. In this example, we'll see how the end user may be prompted to click a browser icon, which will then invoke their affiliate link. The practice of prompting the end user when they arrive to the merchant has become more frequently seen over the last several years. For some software, this is because of programming reasons related to how their software behaves when the traffic is referred from another affiliate, which we'll look at shortly. The behavior of the example we are about to see is considered compliant by several networks. This toolbar functions with Firefox as well as Internet Explorer. Most of the toolbars today are able to operate under different browsers and operating systems. We'll go to the merchant's website by directly typing in the URL into the browser. We're going to see immediately that an icon appears in the toolbar, and this one blinks and flashes, letting the end user know that they can earn money for their charity with this merchant. Nothing else will happen until we click on that prompt. At that time, once we click, we're going to see that a pop-up window appears letting us know that we're earning a donation for our charity. And at this point, although you can't see it, the affiliate link has been set in the background. So at this point, the traffic was going to track both to the affiliate channel and as direct traffic to the merchant's website.
Are there any questions on this one? And all these merchants were selected at random. Kelly had chosen them. It wasn't me choosing them. So everything was at random, and we did block everything just so that it's focused on the actual applications and not on any particular merchant, company, or affiliate.
In our last example, we'll look at one way some applications behave when traffic arrives to the merchant from another affiliate. Several networks which allow software affiliates provide a clause in their terms of service to protect the traffic from other affiliates from interference by the software affiliates. How the software can behave is dependent upon how the originally referring affiliates code their affiliate links on their sites. Generally, software affiliates aren't allowed to automatically redirect traffic coming from another affiliate when a direct link from the network has been used. Software can be programmed to detect the network tracking links, so the software should not interfere with that traffic. Over the recent years, more and more software have begun providing prompts to the end user instead of automatically redirecting the browser. We saw an example of this in the last demonstration. In part, this behavior has developed as a fix to potentially overwriting another affiliate's link with an automatic redirect and violating a network's terms of service. The end result is that many applications will now prompt on traffic from another affiliate instead of the software remaining completely inactive. The behavior seen in this example is considered compliant by some networks. In this example, we have a coupon toolbar for Firefox, and we're going to start by going to an affiliate website, and we'll scroll down to a banner for the merchant, and we're just using this banner because when we hover over it, you can see in the status bar that the affiliate has coded this with a direct link from the network. So by some networks' terms of service, the software should not interfere with this affiliate's traffic to the merchant by auto-redirecting the browser. We'll go ahead and click on it, and we'll see that immediately the toolbar activates at the top of the browser, letting the end user know that coupons are available. At this point, the toolbar affiliate has not activated their affiliate link. Nothing will happen unless we click on the Get Coupons icon. The chances of the consumer clicking on the Get Coupons link may be high, so we'll go ahead and click on that link. And we'll see that we're taken to the Coupon Toolbar's affiliate website, where we'll again click on that link, arriving back at the merchant site once again. At this time, the merchant is only paying for one affiliate commission. However, they're paying the Toolbar affiliate and not the affiliate that originally sent the consumer to the merchant site. Many affiliates would still consider this an affiliate override of their cookie.
Okay. So that was the last part of that video. Are there any questions on it? Okay. Let's go to the next section. Let's see how much time we have left real quick. And feel free to interrupt if you do have any questions. Okay. So, yeah.
Just one thing. I know you touched on it briefly, but I think it's important for people to understand the distinction between adware and incentive sentences. You
Okay.
said it, but I think it would be worth hammering it in that they're completely different worlds.
No problem. So not all coupon sites, not all cashback sites, and not all content sites or blogs do have adware. Loyalty sites are about giving your end user something to come back for, whether it's cash back, whether it's donating to a charity, whether it's raising money for a university or a college. That's what the loyalty site is for. It's to keep people coming them, keep them shopping through their sites, and to build it up. Certain sites do choose to add adware applications, toolbars, BHOs, use pay-per-view media buys, and different things like that to earn extra sales and to be able to generate sales that didn't necessarily come from their site first. So not all of them use this. Some of them are very good and they can add a lot of value. And we're actually have a slide on loyalty sites here with the good and the bad. So loyalty sites are definitely not bad. Just some of them choose to use practices which you may or may not want within your program, depending on how you wish to manage and run your programs. Okay? So your affiliate managers and your OPMs. OPM stands for Outsourced Program Manager or Other People's Money. It really just depends who you're talking to. And so what you need to do is ask yourself, as the owner of a company or as the marketing manager, director, or VP, what are you paying your manager or your OPM to do? Are they putting your affiliates on auto-approve? If your program's on auto-approve, how do you actually know who's in your program? Do you know if they have reviews of you up without an FTC disclosure? Do you know if there's, like, who is actually partnering with you? What if you sell children's things and they have a big hate site or an abuse site or a pornography site and they plaster your ads all over because you pay on a lead? You know, you don't actually know who's getting into your program if you're on auto-approve. So if you're paying a manager or an OPM, they should be looking at every application and they should be telling you who they let in and who they did not let in. They should be monitoring and managing your program for you. They should be looking, if you don't want trademark bidding, they should look for trademark bidders and they should be monitoring for it. There's plenty of tools out there. You can set up your own tools. You can you can just go in Google AdWords, search yourself. You can use Brand Verity. There's a million tools out there to help you with this. And it's their job to manage it. That's why you're paying them. Hands-off approaches are never approaches for affiliate management and can land you in a lot of trouble. They should be ensuring you get extra promotions and they're always in contact with your affiliates. They should be negotiating deals, saying, hey, you know, we can send you these products if you give us like a really good dedicated blog post. Do you mind putting us in your newsletter for this and we'll give you an extra percentage? Something like that. They should always be trying to get the maximum exposure from your affiliates for you. They should be ensuring compliance. That means within your program, if you have terms and conditions, they should know your terms and conditions like the back of their hand, and they should be enforcing it and looking for violations. With the FTC, they're definitely adding new restrictions like the disclosure policies. And your affiliate manager or OPM needs to ensure that any site that's doing the reviews or that has a review is within compliance. And nexus laws. I'm sure you've all heard about the affiliate tax laws, California, Rhode Island, New York, a lot of different states, and your affiliate manager and your OPM should be following these or should be partnering with some of the organizations that are out there to keep you educated on it and give you recommendations. Now, it's up to you to make the decision on how you should handle each state's individual nexus tax law, but they should be educating you. That's what you're paying them for. Adware monitoring. If you don't want adware in your program, then you need to ask them about it. Ask them which applications they've removed, which ones they found, which ones they've declined as they applied. Because every week I get usually at least 1 or 2 applications with an adware or adware application on the affiliate site. So yes, my clients, when they ask, I'm usually able to tell them I declined this one this week because I found this, and this is the way it may behave if it were in your program. They should be recruiting affiliates for you. Just posting on a forum or two isn't recruitment. They should be writing custom emails. They should be picking up the phone and calling people. They should be doing reverse lookups to see if they can get the phone number of the sites that were relevant for you. They should be asking you for what are your top PPC words for conversions and going after all 10 sites that show up in Google and all 20 sites in Google because we know it's going to drive sales. That's the recruitment they should be doing for you. Activation campaigns. They need to reach out into your current affiliate base and run bonuses. They need to say, hey, why aren't you active? And reach out to people that used to send sales but don't anymore. Find out why they're not promoting you and find a way to get them back to promote you again. Okay? That's what you're paying them for. If they're not doing these types of things, then are they actually adding value for your company and should you actually be working with them? Cashback and loyalty sites. So there's the bad. There's adware on a few of them, and those few, in some people's minds, give a bad name to loyalty. Loyalty doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can be an extremely good thing, which we'll get to in a little bit. What you need to do is you need to audit your sales. You need to check 30 days. You need to check 60 days in, 90 days in, and 120 days in. Keep the order numbers from all the loyalty sites that came through and see how many of them came back as returns, came back as just they didn't want the product anymore, just to see if the person may have actually only just wanted the cash back real quick. And alert the affiliate. A lot of the good loyalty sites, if you let them know they have customers that are just shopping so they can get cash back and then returning the products after they get their payout, then they're going to remove that person from their community because it could ruin that affiliate's relationship with merchants. So they're more concerned with the merchants and their community being a legitimate community. You want to find out what your return period is if you have retail stores or your web store, especially during sale times when return periods may change. And look to see if your customers that shopped through the loyalty sites are returning it. You could find this happening a lot, and if you're not auditing this, you may be shocked at how many commissions you paid out, which you really didn't have to pay out. I've seen it go up as high as 30 and 40% ended up being returns within a 90-day period. So these are people that just had no intentions of shopping. There's fraud orders. Some people may use stolen credit cards and other things to place an order just to get commissions and hope that the loyalty site's going to pay them out faster and sooner than later. And so that's why they're going to do that. A lot of times they're from overseas. If you call them or you call the person, it's going to turn out that they really didn't know they were being shopped, and then they find out the credit card was stolen, and you have to kind of talk them through that and say, okay, well, you need to contact your bank now and give them like a nice happy talk. And we just wanted to let you know that this came through to help protect you. And actually can build loyal customers for your store because they see that you actually watch out for your customers. Profitability measures. You have to think about working with a loyalty site in that you're not always going to get a new customer from this, okay? Loyalty sites have loyal customers. They are almost always going to shop through that loyalty site because they always want their money back. So when you have a sale come through, you have to think about your margin. If you're going to work with a loyalty site, they can have, you're going to have to pay an affiliate commission, a network fee, a manager's salary or OPM's fee if you have somebody managing it. You're also going to have to pay a discount if they are using coupons on the loyalty site. You're going to have to pay a commission, and you have to remember that you're not acquiring a customer necessarily. You may be, but that customer could also shop through that affiliate site, so every time you're going to have to pay for them instead of getting the customer the first time and keeping them without having to pay the affiliate over and over again. So you have to define it in your terms and conditions, and you have to let your affiliate your loyalty affiliates know, because you don't want to anger them either, since they are a very valuable channel. Another issue, which I had talked about briefly earlier, is if the loyalty site shows up in the search engines for your name organically. If a customer goes and types in your company name and all of a sudden sees they can get cash back at your store, they're going to probably click on that first, register with the account, and become that loyalty affiliate's customer as well as your customer. And now somebody that was your customer is always going to cost you a commission, a discount, and your margin will be eaten away. So that's another thing you need to think about. There's a lot of good with loyalty sites. One thing that I love working with loyalty sites for is that if you have old inventory on your shelves that you need to move, these affiliates can move our excess inventory, last year's products like crazy. You give them a deal and a discount, they blast it out to their networks of people, and these people come shopping and they move it like crazy. So if you have last year's remote control car and it's now the holiday season and you need to put the new remote control car up, guess what? You send out to your loyalty affiliates, hey guys, put this in your newsletter. It's the holiday season. We have this awesome toy. It's a bestseller from last year. We need to move it. You can have, and because it's costing you more money to keep it in your store, go for 100% margin loss just because you need to get the new one in there, and they're gonna move it like crazy for you. And now you all of a sudden have room for all of this year's products, and your clearance items are empty, and that way you get a lot higher margins and have room for the products that are gonna sell and make you a lot more money. That's great exposure for newer small brands. If you're just starting out and nobody knows about you and you're just the little guy out there. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I thought someone just said something. So anyways, if you're just a small guy out there, they have a shopping community that can start buying from you. So if you go up to the loyalty site and say, hey, can you do an extra push? We're just a little guy. They can actually give you the exposure and start driving customers. Those people will refer their friends to your store. So loyalty sites can build you a customer base very fast and efficiently. And I know that's a little bit contradictory to what I said before about them not giving you a customer acquisition. And we're going to cover that because they can actually help you with customer acquisition in a way as well. So new customers versus media buys. Basically, when I said they can't give you new customers, that's only if you're partnered with them specifically as an affiliate and nothing else. A lot of them do have media kits, and you can buy newsletter space, you can buy ad space within their site that'll rotate, you can buy ad space in their forums. Some of them may run Google AdSense. And this way, you get their trust. Their customers trust their sites. That's why they shop there. That's why they give them their home address. So you get the trust of the loyalty site, and because they may not be in your affiliate program and you're doing a media buy, you now have the customers coming to you with a one-time cashback option, but they won't get cash back, and you make that very clear in your terms and conditions, and you let the loyalty site know you just want to do a media buy to build customers. And many of them will do this with you. They'll give you the exposure because the media buy is good for them, and some of them do just really like to help little guys out there grow their business and their brands. The media buys are very good, in my opinion, because these are people that sign up to go shopping. So they love to shop, they love coupons, and it's a great way for you to start to build your customer base. Then you can get them on your own newsletters, and you can send those newsletters out and really start to make money. And loyalty sites are one of the best ways to do that. Self-shoppers. A self-shopper is your customer or an affiliate who only signs up for a program because they want to buy something. You should determine if you want to allow this in your program or not. So what you need to ask yourself, is your goal customer acquisition? If it's customer acquisition and the person's always going to shop through their links, do you have the margin to cover this cost? And is the margin across the board on every product you have? Okay? So you have to ask yourself, what are your margins? Then you have to think about, should I be giving different commissions out on different types of products or different categories? Because maybe if you have electronics, you have a much smaller margin than you do on clothing or you do on food or something else. So look through your margins and try to determine. So if you have self-shoppers, you still make a profit and they can still have their commission and discount. Some of them, a lot of times when I join a new program, I'll test the program and I'll test the links. So I click my own link and I make a purchase. And what I'm doing is I want to make sure your tracking's working. I want to see how your sales funnel works. I want to see the whole process. I want to see if you have a coupon code box, because sometimes I do like to put a coupon up on my blog if I'm doing a review, because it gives an extra incentive to shop. Okay? So I could just be testing, and if you're going to remove affiliates who do a self-test or self-shop, you may want to ask them first, because maybe they were just testing to make sure you're legit. They could also call your customer service. So that's one time an affiliate may be a self-shopper. They just want to make sure that you're going to treat their customers and their readers correctly. A non-affiliate current customer who knows what affiliate marketing is. This happens a lot too. So you have a customer that comes to your site. You have the word become an affiliate in your footer of your site. So they sign up, and now they're going to get a commission. One of your customers is now somebody who's going to get cash back on every shop through you just because they're going to try an affiliate. You need to determine and make it clear in your terms and conditions if you're going to pay out on repeat sales if they're self-shopping. Some merchants allow this, some don't. It's really at your own decision and discretion. You need to ask yourself, how valuable is that customer to you? Do you have the margin to cover it? And do they shop enough to make it worth them always taking margin? You also have to think about if they buy a specific product and that product has a limited run or limited quantity, are they just running it out? Would other people buy it and not take the margin away with an affiliate commission? So you have to ask yourself that too. Because if you only have 100 bottles of wine, for example, and this person just keeps buying one a week, but you know you're going to move that 100, maybe it'll just take an extra week or two. You won't lose that margin if you don't let that person shop anymore or you cancel their affiliate account. So you need to ask yourself, how valuable is this customer to you, and can you replace the sales without? Yes, Eric?
How common is this in terms of self-shops? In the worst case you've ever seen?
Worst case I've ever seen.
1%, 0.5%?
Maybe the worst case, it was when I worked in-house years ago. It was a B2B program, and about 15% of the program was self-shoppers.
I can tell you it's a huge thing in ClickBank because everyone is on ClickBank.
Let's not mention networks or any names.
Wait, okay, 15%. Wow.
That was probably the worst I've seen. But with that particular one, the self-shopping actually did work in the favor of that merchant. So SEO, here's the bad. A lot of people have the rumor that affiliate links are backlinks. This is a rumor if you're on a network. Why does not count as a backlink is if you put up a link that you grab from a network and it points to your site, it's not pointing to your site, it's pointing to the network server, then redirecting back to your site. That is not a backlink. If you have an in-house program and they are direct linking to your site with your URL, that is a link to your site, but it does have an affiliate ID and it does have tracking parameters attached to it. So some of the search engines are smart enough now to start realizing this could just be an ad buy and not a legitimate backlink. So that could be determined a backlink for your SEO. At the same time, it may not. It just depends how you do it. There are ways to do direct links and naked links and other things, but the affiliates that are doing that are setting up their own folders for outbound redirects. They're pretty much smart enough to put a no follow, because one thing they don't want to do is boost you up above them by giving you the backlinks off of those keywords. So a lot of times they will. Unless you're Amazon, because linking to like a large authoritative site can actually help your SEO, as many of us know. Do affiliates take away from our internal efforts? That's a big question I get a lot. Unless you're really good at SEO and bowling and Google, you're probably not going to have all top 10 results for product names. So affiliates can help you get all 10 spaces. At the same time, an affiliate could outrank you for a specific product name. For your own trademark, it gets tricky. You should be running your own very strong reputation management program, and you should have the top 10 rankings for your own trademarks. If you don't, you should really consult your SEO person, or you should hire an agency, because you want to own those. It should not be hard for you to own your top 10 positions. So for affiliates taking away from your internal efforts, my opinion is they definitely enhance it, because they give you the opportunity to replace all of your competitors in the top 10 results for product names and other things like that. Plus, if you have horrible reviews showing up and affiliates that actually do enjoy your site, they could bowl out some of those reviews and they could replace them with a recommendation for your site, or with another listing that says, hey, there's the site here, and all of a sudden the company that says mydomain.com is a scam, that's now on the second page and less likely to be seen and clicked on. Should you provide a keyword list to your affiliates to try to optimize for? There are benefits for this. If you can gain all 10 spaces in the search engines and the SERPs, then you're probably going to make a lot more money, just because you're getting all the traffic for your top converting keywords now, and no one else is. Your competitors are gone. Some of the negatives are if you decide to close your program, if you agitate and anger these affiliates, all they have to do is change out a link real quick and you no longer get this traffic. They could also outrank you for your best converting terms, and all of a sudden now you're paying commissions and competing to get that space back. And if they get angry with you, they can direct and divert that traffic somewhere else because they own the site, you don't. So there is good and bad. I usually recommend you do provide them with a keyword list, because if you treat your affiliates well and you have a value-adding program, there's no reason to ever shut down your program, and it will give you more sales and more money, and they are reaching an audience that you are not able to reach on your own because you did not have those top 10 results on your own. Should you pay on sales that come off trademarks only? That's up to you. You need to determine in your terms and conditions what happens if I have people showing up for my trademark and then they're going to send my own customers back to me. Really, you need to make that decision. I was specifically asked to put that in there, but this is the answer I always give because it's always asked. Decide for yourself if you want to pay out on people who show up for your trademarks. You can put in your terms and conditions that if they have a page dedicated to you, they have to put in no follow robots and no follow tags, and that way the page doesn't get indexed. It's just something you have to decide for yourself, and there are ways to get around it. Are there any questions? Yeah?
Further on your About Me page, that you're an affiliate yourself as well, and one of the things you asked is, if you're interested in working with me, I gotta know what network do you work with. So do you automatically dismiss some merchants that are on certain networks, or I guess why is that? I know, I mean, some merchants are cleaner than others, but
So the question is, which networks would I work with? Do I prefer?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, I have an account on every major network. I choose the merchants because of the manager, because of their sales process, if they have leaks on their site. What a leak is, a banner ad, some way for them to leave the website, and overall how well I think it's going to convert with my traffic. Is it similar imagery that usually causes conversions with other merchants? Because if I'm going to add a merchant or replace a merchant that I'm already making sales with, I need to know that I'm going to be able to make sales with you too. So I evaluate the whole shopping process and everything. My preferred networks are Above and Beyond, ShareSale, and Buy.at. I love them. They, in my opinion, take the strongest stance against adware. And they have, in my opinion, some of the best technology and tools. I know Buy.at's custom built many, many things randomly just for every single merchant. They really go out of their way. ShareSale support is par to none. Like, you can't ask for more amazing service. They offer video tools, they offer coupon feeds, they offer everything. And they're very inexpensive, which is also nice. Those are my two preferred. You also have to remember, certain networks like Google, for example, you have to have an AdSense account to be able to be on Google because that's the only way they will pay you. Not everyone has an AdSense account, and some people got removed. So guess what? You may not be able to work with an affiliate you want because they don't have an AdSense account or don't want to. Other times, people get removed from certain networks because they have a lack of activity. There's one network that I know removes a lot of people every year because they don't drive enough sales. So I put up, because I don't want to lose the thing, because I do a lot of adware testing on their network, I put up a banner for a week each year just to drive enough sales to stay in. So it just depends. I am on every network, so if you have a good program and a good case, I will join and promote you on that network.
Regarding the networks that automatically remove inactive affiliates, like I said, do they do this, like, even if I don't know about it, even if I don't want to take an affiliate out, they will do it on my behalf?
They remove the affiliate from the network, so if your program's on the network, then they're no longer in your program. So if you were working on trying to reactivate them for a year and they're gone, guess what? They're gone. And then they have to worry about how they're going to get back into the network. So, any other questions? Okay, well, you know what? Oh, hey, Eric. Go.
I'm trying to come up with a really good one for you to end on. What are your personal feelings on adware?
Yeah, I do not work with it. I do not like it. You've seen the reasons why. And that's actually not even the nastiest type of applications. You're even going to find some vendors that will have been at this show, I haven't checked the list, that have much nastier applications and use different channels as distribution methods at the shows similar to this one. So Affiliate Summit does take a very good stance, but they also have to be open. So it's important to ask questions, it's important to know who you're partnering with, and it's important to monitor what's happening on your website. Even if you don't have an affiliate program, you should know if people are using adware to direct traffic away from your website. So it's just smart business to know that. It's smart business to test it, and it's smart business to have a testing service, just because you could be losing a good portion of your sales to these types of applications. Yes?
If someone is doing that to your site, how do you find, I mean, I know how you find out, but how do you shut them down from doing that?
Okay. So the question is, how do you stop people from continually using adware to target your website? There's a few things you can do. One, you can send them a cease and desist letter. Two, you can just sue them. Three, you can start doing it to them and showing them the videos of you doing it to them and say, okay, we'll stop this when you stop this too, you know? I always try the civil way first. I'm like, hey, you guys need to stop targeting this. It's not fair. It's not good. We really don't appreciate it. They don't respond back to that. We send them a lawyer letter. They don't respond to that. You do have the option to do it to them, or you take them to court and sue them. Keep a timeline of it happening, and then you can say, this could potentially have cost me this much money, and you have the options to sue them for the projected loss you took due to their adware, the customer loss, and the negative experience that they've caused for your customers. There's a lot of different things that you could go after them for. It's up to you and your lawyers to determine, but a cease and desist letter usually works, or just a phone call to the company saying, hey, we really don't appreciate you doing this. Here's what you're doing. Please stop. And a lot of times they will.
How do you find out who that company is that's doing it, though? I mean, obviously, it pops up, you click on it, but how do you track it back to who it is that's doing it?
It depends on the adware application. Oddly enough, 2 of the ones in the videos are owned by the parent companies of 2 of the networks, 2 major networks. So basically, so with PPV, for example, what's going to happen is a pop-up window is going to show, and it's going to open up, and it's actually going to show you an ad for the company. That's the company you need to contact. If you notice an affiliate redirect going through, you grab that affiliate's ID out of the URL, and then you tell them this affiliate's using this type of adware. It could be happening over your site the same exact way it's happening here right now. So, and usually they'll actually thank you for it. Even though they're a competitor, they're like, you know, thank you. We're going to save money by removing this person that's doing this type of behavior over our site. There are other things you can do. You can remove keywords from your URLs, but that can damage your SEO because you're changing your URL structure. Because they will target keywords and URLs, they will target your shopping cart, and they will target the closest they can get to the actual sale or the sales process for you. Does that answer the question? Okay, no problem. Any other questions? Okay, well, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Feel free to come up here after if there's anything else. My name's Adam Riemer. I run Adam Riemer Marketing, and you can follow me on Twitter at Rollerblader. So, thank you very much.